Hey folks, I'm gonna tell you about the time I spent 72 hours on the side of the road working on a water leak. So there was a 8-inch line running down the side of this little 2-lane highway in this little small town, and the company came through. They were boring for putting in new fiber optic lines, I believe. And they got close to the line. They didn't hit the line, but they disturbed the earth next to it. It allowed the dirt to shift and the line blew. And I mean, when you see a 8-inch line with 60 psi on it, the ground turns hydraulic instantly. It just turns into quicksand basically. So we had 2 crews out there, one digging mud out of the hole and one hauling the mud away, trying to get it off site where we could work. And then once they got the hole dug out, worked on doing the repair, fixed the broken 90, put it back together. That other crew was bringing fresh dirt back to load into the hole, get it all put in there, turn the water valves back on, pressurize the line, and it blew apart again. Well, we got it mucked back out and got all that mud out of there a second time and found that the repair we just did was fine. It was the other 90 right next to it. That's right. They had a 90 and then like 3 feet over another 90. So there's an S curve in the line. Second 90 blew out. So we muck all of that out and start trying to work on that repair. And I mean, in the middle of this, we've got people coming up and down the highway. We're, in and out of this muddy hole. We got the second line put back in towards the end of the third day. We drove some 6-inch pipe on either side of it, filled it back up with dirt. Now, in order to facilitate this repair, we had to isolate the line. Turn off valves to try and get the water off of you so you can do the repair. Well, old system, valves aren't holding. I think we had like 11 valves turned off and we still had pressure on that line. So we opened up a fire hydrant to blow the pressure out over there and have less pressure here for us to do our job. Now at this point, it's midnight, maybe 1 o'clock. We've got a barricade across the road with flashing lights on it. Every vehicle that the town owned was sitting right there with lights all over them. And this husband and wife came through in a ragtop Mustang. And I don't know why they didn't stop and assess the situation. They just drove around the barricade, right through that stream of water that was shooting across a 2-lane road. And it pushed water into that car. I'm sure they had a couple of feet of water in the floorboard. And the lady's hairdo was blowing sideways. And the mayor and me and one of my buddies are standing there watching them drive through this. And the mayor looks at me and goes, "Hey." And they just kept on driving without ever looking. And the mayor turned and looked at me and my buddy. They didn't wave back. And we started dying. My buddy's literally laying on the ground, drumming his heels and holding his ribs. You know who you are. And so anyway, we got all the mess cleaned up. We had to get with the fire department and get one of the big water buffalo trucks, fill it full of water, and we're driving it slow down the road, operating the valve to dump water into the street to try and flush mud out of the road. Oh, it was a dang mess. 72 hours of chaos. It was just a series of unfortunate events. But thanks for watching. God bless y'all. And remember, like and subscribe.